But I don't like being told no either.
Yeah.
I'm a brat.
Yep.
I am a self-proclaimed brat.
I don't make it known.
Listen,
I pre-warn.
Listen, I tell her all the time, I tell Ayeisha all the time, that currently up to date, poor man, I am my father's problem.
Hence the shirt.
My shirt. I'm the problem. I am my father's problem. I want to be somebody else's problem because my father needs to retire. The poor man has had all he can take.
Because I'm tired of telling my story 1,000 times. So it's like, what do you want to know? I'm going to hit you with the high notes. Boom, 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 boom. Give me your high notes. Don't take me around the block. No. Are you divorced? Do you have kids? And I know for me, having basically adult children, someone with littles is not ideal for me.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because I've already been there. I don't want to do iReady. I don't want to do Carnegie math. I don't.
That's me
exactly.
right now.
Listen, iReady is the bane of my existence.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
And
The men out there also need to realize that when you're going out to meet a single mother and their kids are young, like you got to realize all the things that she has to do to be able to go out.
Oh my God. Yes.
Like I'm paying a babysitter
Yep.
so I can go out with you. And you gonna ask me to pay for half of it? Absolutely not.
I'm already in the hole before I even step out the door.
You want me to
already cost
which
me
means
money.
I got an Uber. You gonna pay for the Uber? No, like they don't realize that there's a lot of things that a single mother has to do to be able to go out and about and do that, you know?
Welcome to episode 4 of Primas Pero Not Really, where we are spilling tea, not tears, and healing one episode at a time. And today, ladies, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, dating.
Oh boy, this shall be fun.
Yes, so it's been an experience. Now, I've been single for 1.5 years, and I will honestly say I did not venture into the world of dating apps probably until like this year.
The shit show.
Oh, it's
Like
a shit show.
Like it's like,
Like it's kind of scary, you guys. Like,
But I can,
no, it's entertaining.
it is.
it really is.
It's entertaining when you have somebody to share it with because you're like,
Some of the matches that we be getting.
Exactly.
not
Now-
even matches, like the likes.
Okay, so I can tell you, so I've tried Bumble for a week. I've tried Hinge. I got kicked off of Hinge. There's a story behind that, but I got kicked off of Hinge.
I'm like, what
Within
did you do?
What did you do?
You know, there was like, so there
That
was
one
a
time in
gentleman
Bangkok.
I was talking to. There was a gentleman I was talking to.
She knows that reference.
Which one?
She was one time at band camp.
Oh,
I'm like,
I'm so proud.
You guys, American Pie? Seriously?
Yes.
Come on.
Listen, Genise.
But so what happened was, because I'll get stories start this way. There was a gentleman that he got just a little sassy with how he spoke, and I kind of got sassy back. And like within 24 hours, I was like,
He
kicked
reported
off.
you.
He reported me, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
He reported you?
But it was fine because the Hinge options were not that great. So I would say like top pick Bumble has been good. Hinge is second, and then Facebook. Oye, lo gratis te sale caro.
Oye.
Because
But for real.
the options. We've shared profile pictures from Facebook, and all I know is the panza papis are top tier.
They're out there.
They're top tier. It's great. So
I'm a little insulted by the Facebook. Like,
oh yeah, it's kind of like, have you seen you? Look at me. No offense, I'm not saying yo soy la
I know
última
how that
Coca-Cola,
sounds.
but
I know how that sounds, but I feel like there's no
Facebook
way
is not looking out.
There's no way that you look at yourself and you look at me
Stay
and
in your
think,
lane.
I got a shot. No shot. No way. No.
Can we put screenshots and maybe blur the faces?
And wait, and can we talk about how why are they sending me people in like Port Charlotte?
Right?
Like, why? I put like
Why are you
I put a
2,000 miles
mileage.
away? Why are you 2,000 miles away?
Why do I have to travel 4 hours to see
Oh
you?
my gosh. No, I will say I have off of the Facebook, I have met, a couple of gentlemen, some guys, whatever you want to call it. Like one of them, is Age of Christ. And the reason I call him Age of Christ is because he is 33. And it's like, I'm 48, he's 33. Y'all, this ain't marriage material. But
He's
we
fun.
exchange, no, he's fun. We exchange like stupid memes and crap on Instagram. And so like we talk all the time, but it's, it's a connection there in the sense of like, we're friendly. And then, you guys remember Timu, like Timu and I did try, and we call him Timu because he's like a Timu version of Pitbull,
He's like Pitbull, but not.
Pitbull, but not really. So we call him Timu Pitbull. But he and I are still friends. Like it didn't work out from a dating perspective, but he and I are still friends. And like we were talking today as I was driving here. And so I don't know if it's different because of my age, where it's like, all right, this didn't work out, but
I think we're getting to that age. Our abuelas, it's like, I don't care. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Y no te gusta, don't listen. Like,
yeah.
That's where I'm at with a lot of like those disparates that I say sometimes. I have to stop and be like, oh, I just said that out loud. Like that just like, and I'm like,
word vomit,
like
word vomit.
Bring it back. But I think we're at a point where just like, no, I'm okay with saying, and I'm okay with telling you your nickname.
Oh, yeah, I am open with the nicknames too. They know the nicknames.
And for the record, everyone has
a nickname.
A nickname. Nobody goes by their government name.
Nope.
Once you go by your government name, I think we've gone like
that's it. We're not even friends.
Status. You've reached the status. When you get changed from your nickname to your government name,
it's the end.
That's it.
You've passed the probation period.
Yep.
And you didn't make it.
That's it.
Didn't make it.
No, it's here starts
no
the
cute
demise.
Emojis, no nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Here
It's
starts,
like,
and usually like we'll know within the first 2 to 3 weeks, and that's when we're like, oh, here starts the downfall
demise.
of.
And now begins the demise.
And that happened to you recently, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that.
What happened was.
So.
Wait, curious, where did you meet him? What app? Because we got to talk about the apps.
So that one in particular was on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say the nickname.
No.
Okay.
Really nice human, very nice. It got to a point where I'm like, I knew it was just a lot, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I can't. It was a lot. I feel like it was a lot of. Like it was draining a little bit.
And too soon because you guys had just met too. So that's like another thing
and
for
I almost
me,
felt like
you know?
it was like I was a lot, but it was like there was nothing in return. So I'm like, okay, at what point
Do you stop?
do I stop? And I'm like, look, I settled for a really, really long time. And it was actually a very, very good friend of mine, who I've known since before I got married, who he told me, he's like, you settled for 20 years. I think you're done settling.
And that being at my
He was
age.
like, that's it. When he told me that, I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, and love that person. Like, he is amazing. He's probably one of the people that I can go to and share everything, and he knows the whole story. So when they give me that advice, I do take it very much like, you know what, it's time.
You know, once you get to this age, it's that mentality of like, I'm not willing to settle. Like I settled for a mediocre marriage. I settled during my partnership. And now it's like that actress, comedian, Leslie, La Morena from Saturday Night Live.
From Saturday Night Live, yes.
You know what I'm talking
What's
about.
Left?
She was on the Drew Barrymore show.
Yes.
But anyway, so she like made a really great comment on the Kelly Clarkson show where she was like, oh, when they asked me what I bring to the table, it's like, I am the table. So yes, at my age, with everything that I have accomplished in life and everything that I have been able to build for myself, no, papi, what do you bring to the table? Because I built it, I decorated it, maybe not like Yvette and Genise, but I decorated it. Hay comida because I can cook. Just saying. But you know, I don't want to settle.
So, I mean, I think and I don't want to say settled. I hate using the word settled. It's not, I tried, right? I am, because I don't think I settled. I think I tried. And I tried for a very long time to keep my family together. But now it's like, okay, if I could not make it work with the father of my children, I'm not going to deal with this shit with anybody else. Like, I only did it. I put up with a lot, and I feel like we fought. And when I say fought, I don't mean like we fought, like argue. I mean like we fought for our marriage for a very long time. And I couldn't make it work with him, you know, jumping through hoops. I'm not doing that with you because there's no kids involved. I'm not doing, like, no. Like, it's one of those, I did all of that and I still ended up with the same result. So.
And I'm also one that, and I even say this to the men that I meet and that I talk to. And, you know, in the beginning, the words are beautiful, right?
Love bombing. Love bombing.
The love bombing is
bombing.
so serious.
But I tell them, like, you can tell me whatever you want. I'm going to watch how you move. Because if your behavior does not align with your words, I'm out.
It's a wrap.
Because if I'm frustrated within week 1, week 2, month 1, how am I going to feel in a year? No. I don't got time for that. So I know. And that's why I kind of have what I call like the 90-day probation period, kind of like when you first get a job.
Corporate Ayeisha.
It is corporate Ayeisha, even in dating.
100%.
Corporate
And
Ayeisha.
and listen, I tell them about the 90-day probation period.
Oh, you do?
I do.
So there's
I
no
tell
like
them.
surprise.
There's no surprises. I tell them I am in no rush for labels. I am in no rush for anything, because at the end of the day, we all know it's the honeymoon period when you first start. So I want to make sure this is how you move within the first month. Are you consistent with that? Are you consistent in your behavior and how you show up? And you should have me in that same type of evaluation period.
Yeah.
And also, you know, as women, at least I'm going to speak for myself. I know how to be a wife and I know how to be single. That shit in between, this is like muddy.
I'm too grown.
So that 90-day period for me also helps me put a pause, because I will naturally default to how can I help you and how can I do this? And it's kind of like,
because that's the role you take.
Exactly. So for me, if
you know.
within the first month, you're like, oh, can you go pick up my prescription medicine? Oh, I'm sorry, that's a girlfriend benefit, and you're currently at the trial membership level. So you're at the trial membership level. And once you're at the girlfriend membership level, I will happily go pick up your prescriptions. But for right now, sorry, can't do it. You know, like, because I don't. It's because then, like my mother says, la primera vez es un favor, después de eso obligación. No, not doing it. So it is my way of putting boundaries in place during that initial dating period.
So at what point, and this is kind of where I'm always at, right? Like, at what point do you shift? I haven't gotten there yet.
Me neither. They haven't lasted a month.
They've never.
I get tired. It's like,
and you know the thing is, it kind of bothers me because I am a person who I don't know how to do less. I'm on mom mode 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So sometimes I will feel like, you know what? It's just another, and it's, I hate to say it, but another kid. You know what I mean? Like, it's another, okay, I need to make sure you're good. Are you sick? Do you need this? Do you need that? And I'm okay with that. But what are you doing for me? Are you reciprocating that?
Yep. Yeah.
Or am I the only one still giving and giving and giving? And at one point I'm like, okay, so when do I get a day off? Like, when do I get a, hey, do you want to hang out? Like, I don't want to be the one
initiating
and chasing. And I understand that there's that fear of, you know, of reject, but I don't like being told no either.
Yeah.
I'm a brat.
Yep.
I am a self-proclaimed brat.
I don't make it known.
Listen,
I pre-warn.
Listen, I tell her all the time, I tell Ayeisha all the time, that currently up to date, poor man, I am my father's problem.
Hence the shirt.
My shirt. I'm the problem. I am my father's problem. I want to be somebody else's problem because my father needs to retire. The poor man has had all he can take. And it's one of those, like, I can imagine that when he sees his caller ID and my number shows up, he's probably like,
going.
I have to imagine that he has to take like a deep breath because it could be anywhere from like, I need a tree cut to like my car broke down. Like, the poor man like needs a break. So I feel like I'm looking for somebody, and I don't, like I said, I don't want anybody to rescue me.
Nope.
But like, you know what? Offer.
That's my
Offer.
thing.
I might tell you no because I have a very, I'm not going to say an ego, but I'm very like,
I'm hyper independent
I'm too
and
proud.
I claim it.
There's times where I'm too proud to be like, I need help, which I've gotten better about allowing help, but I'm not going to ask for help. And I know that's an issue, but I want you to be like, hey, I see you, you know, I don't know.
For
need
me,
help
it's
with this.
more
Or like, hey,
Can
I
you
have
help
to
me?
do this. I have to paint my living room today. Do you want me to come over and do it
Do
for
you
you?
want me to help you?
Or
I
do you need
don't
help?
even want
Yeah.
you to ask me if, do you want me to come over? It's like, I'm on my way.
Or yeah, like something.
That's my thing of
and
like,
I'm probably going to tell you no. Because that's who I am. Because
but
I
show
think-
up anyway.
Well,
Just show up.
Because at the end of the day, when I'm done and I look at, when I do my bedroom, I look and I'm like, I did this shit. Like, I look at it and
You're
sit-
proud.
Like, I have my moment where I'm just like, I did this by myself. Now, if somebody come over and help me, I'm not going to be like, no, sit down. But I enjoy doing my own stuff. I don't mind somebody helping, and I would love somebody to offer. Like, I would love to be like, at least let me say no to you.
Yeah.
Now I know, I mean, like I said, like after I got separated, divorced, a year later, I got into the long-term partnership, and looking back, I shouldn't have done that. Was not ready emotionally or mentally for that. But even after that ended April of last year, I was not in a rush to date. It was like, well, if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. So even now, that's why I'm still like, I'm not in a rush for the labels. I'm not in a rush, you know?
Yeah.
So I know you're recent,
Yeah,
basically,
this
right?
is-
6
I mean,
months. So for you,
Granted,
dating
I've been kind of checked out for a long time, so it's a little different. People are like, "You're dating already?" I'm like, I've been emotionally out of my marriage for a while, so dating right now is not like.
It's not that new. It's not like you
But
just,
it depends what you're dating
just
for.
broke up.
Yeah.
But it depends what you're dating for, because you could be dating for just a casual thing versus you're dating for a long-term forever.
I'm definitely not dating for long-term forever.
Right.
But for me, when I did start, I started with Stir.
I did that one too.
Stir. And the reason why
I forgot about
did
Stir.
Yeah,
Because all the guys are on the same apps.
you actually recommended that to me, but the reason why I did that was because I really hated when I was talking to someone off Bumble and they were like, I was like, oh, I can't have my kids. Oh man, the kids.
And for those of you who don't know, Stir is the app for parents.
For parents.
for
single parents.
For single parents.
So
Maybe
when
some
I-
not so single.
Yeah.
Because that's
and
the thing
on
too.
Stir, I met 2 guys. I met baby mama and police officer. Police officer lasted a long time until we met in person, and then I think I scared him. And I think I scared him because I'm very, I don't want to say aggressive, but I know what I want. And I think that kind of intimidates guys sometimes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Like, I think it's very, because again, I'm very independent. I'm very much like, this is what I want. This is like, and I will express that to you. And I think that scared him, which is perfectly fine, even though he's still popping upon the gram. But
we all have those like.
he literally asked me the other day, so when are we going to hang out? I'm like, red.
But I mean, I find
Keeping you on red.
what I love about the apps though is what you see on Stir is what you see on Bumble is what you see on Hinge. It's like they cast the net wide, which
Listen.
I shouldn't say they because I was on them too,
He was
right?
on all of them. He was
But
on
can
all
I
of
tell
them.
you that one of my favorite things, at least for me, was looking on all these apps and seeing like, oh look, they're single now too. Like, oh look who else married.
I actually did
There was
run
so
into
many
it.
people that I was like, oh.
Or my favorite is I'll text Yvette and I'll be like, oh my gosh, so-and-so
I
is
just
on
saw
the app.
so-and-so.
I just saw so-and-so on the app and I just went ahead and kept scrolling because,
You don't want to swipe right.
Well, because
she also had.
I also saw so and so. So it's like, yeah.
It was like, oh no, I know who you are. You dated my friend. No, thank you.
Which that happened to us on Facebook as well. The Facebook app.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Braids.
Yes.
Did we have
yes,
braids?
See again.
He didn't make it past like the nickname.
No.
We didn't even get to the
we didn't
nickname.
even- He just, his main profile picture, he was wearing braids.
Now, I know your kids are little, so they're kind of clueless to whether mom's dating or not or whatever. But
Yeah.
I know for me, like my kids know I go on dates, but they don't know. Like I am currently talking to someone. It's very recent, right? It's been about 2 weeks. Wonderful individual so far.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't. Vamos a ver. So far, he
Let's see
is
when the
wonderful.
demise starts. The
not jinx
downfall.
it.
So far,
downfall.
firefighter is wonderful.
Wait, I don't know about firefighter. You're going to have to tell me that off
Okay,
camera.
we'll talk about that one off camera. But
I feel like the little emoji with the little eyes, like the.
but so they know I'm dating, but they don't know like
Details. They don't-
details,
yeah, they don't need to know
right?
that.
But my kids are older, and my challenge is really knowing when to even do an introduction because I haven't gotten there with any of the men I've met. Actually, I'm lying because like Bombi was a little different. Bombi's in New Jersey, another firefighter, me persiguen.
I was gonna say what?
Another
is it with you and
firefighter,
firefighters?
but I had gone to New York for my birthday, and he lives in New Jersey, so my kids met him while we were up there, and he came down, and it was a little different with Bombi, but other than that, my kids haven't met anyone. I don't talk too much about the men that I am meeting, talking to, seeing, because I don't know how long it's gonna last. So I don't want them to be like, okay, mom, last month you talked about, Bombi. This month you're talking about Timu, and next month. So it's also
So I think the hardest part, at least for me with boys, because my boys are very protective, especially number one, my oldest, he is like he is ready to go to war at any time. It's trying to explain to them that dating and actually boyfriend girlfriend is so different because they're younger, so they don't understand. It's like, oh, if you're dating somebody,
They
that's your
automatically
boyfriend,
think
that's your
boyfriend,
girlfriend.
girlfriend. Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
not.
just the way it works. And I'm like, no, we've been out on dates, but it's not there yet. And I think that's the hardest part for them to understand sometimes. And I try to be very transparent with them. At one point I was not as transparent, and I did get called out on it. And I kind of had to sit down with my oldest and kind of be like, look, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, we've gone out to dinner. It's not there yet. And he was like, but why haven't I met them? I'm like, because it's not time to. Like, it's not there yet. Like, you know of them. And yes, I have gone out on a date with particular person more than once, but it's not there yet to where I think you need to necessarily. And I think it's because they're older. Maybe it's a boy thing. I don't know, because I only have boys. My oldest is very protective of me. And it's very like, well, who is it? And why are you not telling me? I'm like, because it's not. And I hate to say it, like, it's not relevant
none of your
yet.
business.
It's not relevant yet.
Yeah. None of your business
Because it is just a dinner date. We are just going to go have drinks. Like,
Yeah.
what's the big deal? Like, and I don't necessarily think everybody is good enough to have my kids.
That's my thing.
That's exactly.
Part of it is that. And then the other part is I have girls. And my girls.
You ain't gonna have no man around your girls that you don't know.
My girls
I'm
are
sorry.
beautiful.
There's a ton of lunatics in this world. I wouldn't. Nope.
You know, my girls are beautiful, and no, I'm not going to put them at risk.
So you have
in
like
that way.
the opposite of what I have. Like, I have my boys who are super protective, and yet she's, I guess, like protective.
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
very
girls.
protective
I'm
of my
protective of my
girls.
kids, but it's different. You know, like I feel like my oldest, like, he has something to say about every guy that I've dated.
Now,
Negative. I don't think
the
there's been
dating
one that
apps-
he's been like.
Well, whether it's dating apps or not, like, what has been like your worst experience?
Oh, I know. I got it, and I blame
I knew that was coming.
Wait, which
ladies
one is
and
this?
gentlemen, my beautiful friend here.
Which one is this? Which one is this?
Okay, disclaimer.
Wait,
I didn't know.
Wait, this is
The first outing that I had with Genise.
speed talker. This guy spoke so fast. I was like,
And I was like, well, you get there and he's not showing up. And you're like, I'm here. And I'm like, don't worry, girl, I got you.
And it was
I'll
11
show up.
o'clock at night.
It was 11
It
o'clock.
was
at night.
super late.
I was like, don't worry about it. I don't have the kids. I got you. It's a Sunday night. I'll go. It was in the summer. I'm like, I'll show up. We'll
that was
have
literally
drinks
the
together.
first time we met. I think you could have.
I couldn't make
You
it.
couldn't make it, yeah.
But I got all the tea.
But hold on.
Okay, I'm just gonna, before you start your story, I just want to do a disclaimer that I met that person. I did not know their background. It was a friend of a friend. And once we used the T app, which we'll get into that, that's when all of this came up. And it was like, oh, my bad.
She almost hooked me up with a woman beater, ladies and gentlemen.
Mugshot and all. I am so sorry.
Mugshot and all. Okay, so because I'm very new to this.
This was like our first experience, dude. Like,
It was. So I've had a woman beater. I've had a fraud. Remember the fraud that I didn't end up meeting with?
yes.
I've had a baby mama, meaning he lived with his baby mama.
There's a lot of those on the apps. Yeah.
Speed talker, bless his
Speed talker
heart.
wasn't bad. He was
Bless
nice.
his heart. He
but
was
he
nice.
Just he just talked too fast.
And
Like
can we talk? Like, he even picked up my
he
tab.
paid up- he
even
paid the
picked up my
bill.
tab
He
because I was
did.
there with her, and I was like, I'm sorry.
He
like, I
did.
could pay for myself. He's like, no, it's okay. I got you.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
So those are the four. Who else? Who else do we have?
I mean, I can tell you, like, my worst date, which you guys know was recent, it was jukebox because it was like a quarter, right? It was like
Jukebox.
someone put a quarter in that boy and he did not. I mean, it got to the point where I was like, oye, and I called him jukebox. I was like, oye, jukebox, repita. Because, like,
So it's like speed talker.
Well, that's not the equivalent of my tiki tiki. Remember tiki tiki?
yes, tiki tiki. And so it was, but what made it bad was not the fact that he talked so much to the point where I just couldn't get a word in edgewise. There were a couple things that happened on the date that wasn't great, but then it was like, homeboy just kept ordering drink after drink after drink. And I was like, are you getting drunk? Like, that to me was so unattractive. You're getting drunk on a first date.
Well, what if he has a strong liver?
No, there was no strong liver. He was drunk. Like
okay.
when mom mode kicks in and you're like, can you drive home? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay to drive home?
So it's not like
He was,
he couldn't hang. It's not like he could hang, and he was just like,
no,
that's
it was
normal.
like me. Cause you know, I have zero tolerance, guys. Like,
That's why. Well, that's why. That's why I say I'm like, maybe he has a really good, like a strong liver, like maybe.
oh no. And then to boot, this is the best part. Once the bill was done and I get so are you going to contribute to this?
But didn't you meet another guy through that in that date?
Okay, that's a whole different story. We're not going to get into that right now. I'm just saying, through that, yes, I met a different person, but that doesn't matter. Mira, soy soltera by choice, no por fea. Just remember, soy soltera by choice.
Yes.
But that was honestly was like, not only did you get drunk basically on our first date, when the bill came, you basically were like, oh, are you going to put something in on this? And it was like, you know what? I want to go home.
Which
Yes.
can we do a sidebar really quick? I don't mind contributing, and it's not an issue
Then
of
make it
contributing.
clear. But on
don't
the
be
first
like,
date?
So do you want to pay? Like, I don't know. Like, se ve feo.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind contributing, and I have offered to go half, and I don't mind it, and nor do I feel like, hey, there's times where I'm like, hey, do you want me to pick up dinner? I got it.
Not for the first date.
But not
you
the
pay
first
for the
date.
first date.
I feel like, yeah.
Like I can say with
agree.
firefighter, you know what? He's paid for the first couple, and now it's like, okay, you know, we'll get into a groove. But you know, that was probably jukebox was probably up there as one of my worst ones. But like with baby mama, you know, it's amazing how many married men are single and dating.
And on these apps.
And on the apps.
Or what is it? We say, what's our questions? Are you single? Are you
Single living with the baby mama.
Because of bills. You
Wait,
know?
what are the questions that you ask?
Yes, it's single. Are you single and living with baby mama because of bills? Are you separated?
Are you separated but not divorced? Have you filed for divorce? Are you single but you live with your parents, or do your parents live with you? Because that impacts date night, people. That impacts date nights. Yeah, so it's.
Or
I
are
mean,
you
I'm at
single?
a point where I'm just like, I'm gonna hit you with a PowerPoint because I'm tired of telling my story 1,000 times. So it's like, what do you want to know? I'm gonna hit you with the high notes. Boom, 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 boom. Give me your high notes. I don't want to. Don't take me around the block. No. Are you divorced? Do you have kids? And I know for me, having basically adult children, someone with littles is not ideal for me
It's hard.
Yeah.
because I've already been there. I don't want to do iReady. I don't want to do Carnegie math. I don't.
That's me right
exactly.
now.
Listen, iReady is the bane of my existence.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
And my
they
little
were-
one's not that little. He's 13.
Right.
But I think of iReady and I get like anxiety just thinking about iReady, IXL. What's the other one? Carnegie.
Carnegie math. All
I
of that
haven't
stuff.
gotten there yet.
Oh, so for me, it's a thing of you can be a very nice person, whatever, but do I want to go back to that? Whereas I'm at a stage in life where, you know, I work from home, I can travel and work at the same time. So I have a lot of freedom. Do I want to go back to littles? And the answer is no. And that makes, you know, the cast of the net being this big, it makes it smaller because now it's, you know, because it just makes the options a little bit less for someone that doesn't have
and
littles.
And when you're dealing with littles, you also have to deal with baby mamas a lot more.
Yes.
Because they're still when they're older, it's like, yeah, they're in the picture, but you're not worried about pickup, you're not worried about drop off, you're not worried about lunch lines, you're not worried about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Great. I'm never
It's
going
a
to
little
date.
it's a little She's like, I'm just gonna go.
They're literally just saying how dating with littles. Well,
Well, no, because
No,
if
it
you find
depends.
someone in your same situation, it is
Yeah.
easier. But that's because I'm not dealing with that. Do I want to go and deal with basically somebody else's
Kids,
Because
yeah.
because now you're helping raise somebody else, and me, I'm very strict with my boys.
Yep.
And like she knows that I run a very, very tight ship. I am like balls to the wall. Like I'm very like, nope,
Yep.
this, and this. They don't even get a lot. My oldest is a senior in high school, and he is not allowed to play video games Monday through Thursday. If there's school the next day, there's no video games.
And they grew up with that. So it's like, that's what
Absolutely.
he's used to,
That's what
right?
they know.
They're
Yeah.
used to. But there was a reason for that because when they were
Yeah.
little, they were rushing through homework to get to play video games. I said, no problem. We're just going to take out the video games.
And
now
that's
there's
it.
no rush.
Exactly.
And it's there. And you know what? They know it. They know if there's school the next day, on Sundays is the only day they're allowed to play till 7.
Wow.
even the older one.
Let me tell you, my kids, 23 and 17. You guys know because you make fun of me all the time. My house shuts down at 9 o'clock.
I'll do you one better. My kids, for them to get apps on their phones, I need to approve it.
Wow.
I have that. I still have the parental on their phones.
Good for you.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
And it's not even being about a helicopter mom because I think that my boys do have.
It's
I need to keep, and I'm more worried about. You see all these I have boys.
Yeah.
And I tell them all the time, I'm like, things that you don't even think of, they'll come back to haunt you. Like, especially now with my oldest, that he's doing the whole college thing. Like, you can lose a scholarship over something that
Absolutely.
you did when you were 12 years old and you didn't even know what
Absolutely.
you were saying. So I have always been very vigilant, very strict when it comes to all of that because you have to be 2 steps ahead.
And what happens is when you meet someone who has children, if they don't have that same parenting style,
It doesn't work.
it's difficult. It's challenging. And so that's why for me,
and you're not only dealing with
it's
them,
easier.
you're dealing with
oh yeah.
their co-parent.
Yep.
So now it's like, I see it as like now, and vice versa, because I have to deal with my ex and whoever their partner. Like it's like a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, can they just be older so I don't have to deal
Yeah.
with, so I don't
You
have
know.
to co-parent.
Now, some of the interesting things that I find on the apps, being 48, and I don't look 48 for the most part, is I do get a lot of the Simbas, the little cubs that decide to take an interest, which for me, it's nice, it's flattering, whatever, but
long term it's not gonna work.
it's absolutely not, and some of them I'm like, you are you can date my oldest daughter because you're like a year or two older than her, like where you need to go.
I've dated one that was closer in age to my children than to me, and I was like,
I will say the youngest that I dated,
I was super self-conscious of it. I couldn't do it.
the youngest that I dated was Bombi. He is now he's 37, and we still talk, we're still friends. He's in Jersey, I'm here. But at the end of the day, the reality is I would see it as selfish because I've already had my kids.
Yeah.
A person like him who is still within his mid 30s hasn't had kids. And it's kind of like, with me, that's a no-go.
No,
you want to adopt, we'll adopt a dog. We can adopt a ferret. Like we can adopt a pet.
Low maintenance pet, please.
Exactly. Like a turtle, right? Like something like that. But that's something that I think about of, the firefighter, he's 41, but his children are 21, 18, 17, which is ideal. It's perfect, So yes, he is younger than me, but it's still within a certain age bracket where our children, yes, it works. Whereas when the little Simbas and Cubs come along, it's like, no. Like, this is fun, but
and can we talk about how they're just at a different point? We're like, they're still going out, and I'm tired.
Yeah, like going to the club and all. I'm like,
I'm
no.
tired. I don't want to go. I want to.
And that's also like on top of like the ones that don't have kids. It's like, no, I can't go out. I have to stay home.
They don't understand. They really don't. It's like, hey, let's go to, I don't know, Flanagan's, and I'm like, okay, great. Oh no, I can't. My kids it's a school night.
Oh, no, I got baseball.
Let's just talk about this.
I have a baseball game today, and they're like, you always have baseball.
How do you do that? So how do you do that when you have the kids? So they got gymnastics, they got swimming, they have dance, you got baseball.
Well, here's my thing.
So
and
I'm
going to speak in the terms of like having little kids. Like the men out there also need to realize that when you're going out to meet a single mother and their kids are young, like you got to realize all the things that she has to do to be able to go out.
Oh my God. Yes.
Like I'm paying a babysitter so I can go out with you. And you going to ask me to pay for half of it? Absolutely not.
I'm already in the hole before I even step out the door.
Which means I got an Uber. You going to pay for the Uber? No, like they don't realize that there's a lot of things that a single mother has to do to be able to go out and about and do that, And then the next day, I'm going to have a cocktail or two. I'm a little hungover the next day. Maybe not 2 cocktails will get you hungover. But if you get to that point, you're hungover. Guess what? I got 2 little gremlins that are coming into my bed at 3, 4 in the morning. And I'm like, where's the water? Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
But they need to realize that there's a lot that comes with dating a single
and
mother.
I think that has so being I think we can all agree. Mm-hmm. It's a little different being a single mom than being a single dad. Although I have dated someone who does have true 50-50 custody. 1 week on, 1 week off. They have their kiddos 1 week completely. School, everything, drop off weekend, everything. And then the next week, the mom has it. And I think that is probably the person who would truly understand what it feels like to have custody of your kiddos. And I don't want to say Disney dad, but that's kind of what they call it, right? The Disney dad, where you pick them up on the weekends.
It's great.
And it's great because it's all fun. Oh my God, there's no nothing. We just go over to
and
dad's
mom's
house
the one that's, no video games.
And mom's the one who's the freaking drill sergeant. So yeah, you know what? Being at mom's house sucks.
That is absolutely my situation right
Being
now.
at our mom's
because
house
with you, your ex-husband is out of state. So you are the enforcer, you are the nurturer, you're everything.
But
you're
I can understand it from the dad's perspective too. I see my kid every other weekend. I'm not going to be the villain every other weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I can see that perspective too, because if you only have 2 days with your kid every other weekend, do you want to be like it's almost like you have, because you're good cop,
but
bad
it's
cop,
not
right?
fair. It's not fair though, because it's like sometimes when the parent that's not there all the time and they discipline like the kid, like we gotta do it together. Like it shouldn't be.
And I get that, but what I'm saying is you have a span of an entire week to be fun mom and drill sergeant, right? Mm-hmm. They have 2 days.
Right.
do you want to be drill sergeant if you only have 2 days?
And when you only
No,
have 2
fuck
days,
that. Ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like,
and
that's
when you only have,
I know it's not the
I
popular
know.
thing, but I understand it. I get it. Like, I only have 2 days with you. I'm not gonna spend it bitching at you.
Right. And, and for those dads that only get the 2 days, it is much easier for them to date and meet new people and have
Absolutely.
that. Whereas, like the one that you dated, that's 50-50, he can probably better understand.
I mean, it literally was difficult because
yeah.
it was like I was dating him every other week.
Yeah. That's how it was with my
Yeah.
ex-partner, where
So-
when I say it was like, tú en tu casa,
There
yo en la
was, but
mía.
there was an understanding from the get. But it was difficult because it was every other week is when we could hang out because he had the kids and I had my boys, so I understood it. So like, I'm not gonna be selfish about it either. But I'm like, that's hard. Especially in the early stages, right? Where you're not there, where you're going to be spending time with the kiddos and and having that blending moment when you're just getting to know each other. Imagine getting to know each other every other week because the kids have school. The kids have to be up. They have to go to school. They have to be in bed by a certain night. He's doing dinner. So that was hard. I mean, I take my hat off to him. He was a great, and he is and continues to be an amazing dad. I still talk to him. Great guy. But there's not a lot of dads that do that.
Right.
A lot of dads are the quote unquote Disney dad.
Well, like I said, like I did the 50-50 as well, but my kids were with me Monday through Saturday because I did the school pickup and all of that. And then on Saturdays, I would pick them up from their father's house to take them to their activities. So dating was hard. And when I got into my partnership, he would go with me. So like I said, he had a 50-50 with his ex. So it was, every other weekend, things like that. But that's how we managed the dating at the time. And so, now kind of fast forwarding, it is very different, the people that you meet. And I find that men typically have their children later on in life. So men that I meet in their 40s, they may still have kids that are like in middle school. They're not like in high school or even adult children because, again, men tend to have children later on in life versus, us at 23, 25 or whatever. So, it's been interesting. That is for sure. I would, like I said, I think out of all the apps, Facebook is probably the worst. We've
I've
shared.
actually had the best luck on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, lo gratis me ha salido
So
caro.
okay.
That's all I know.
So let's not go with quantity, right? Because the quantity in Facebook has been through the roof, right? Like, can we all agree on the quantity of people that I'm just like,
Yeah, there's a
What is
lot of
this?
There's a lot of them, but then the majority of them, I mean, there's a few that I've sent to you guys where I'm like, oye, this is a Palacio Papi. Like, this is the kind of guy, and Genise just recently learned about Palacio de los Jugos. This is, a panza papi that belongs at Palacio de los
Palacio de los
Jugos,
Jugos.
that you see him getting his little chicharrones, his batido de mamey. There
I
was
love
one
batido de
guy,
mamey.
remember, there
don't
was...
even try to reclaim your Cuban card.
You can't.
Excuse me.
Don't even try.
But don't you remember...
By mentioning my main. Don't even try.
But don't you remember that profile that I sent to you guys where I don't even remember his name, and even if I did, I wouldn't say it. But his profile picture was literally his panza. He was
Yes.
sitting on his
It's called
bed.
the panza
Yes.
And that's where Panza Papi was born.
Yes, I do remember that.
And it was
Papi.
like, this is the best. You don't have a child that could help you with your bio, dude? Like, and then when I saw the photo, like the actual photo, I was like, this is never even gonna happen.
Well, I mean, you know what? Shoot for the stars, Papa. Like, shoot for the stars. If you miss, you hit the moon. Like, go for it. Like, listen, I can appreciate the ambition, right? Like, but Facebook has been fruitful.
It, like you said,
It has been
quantity
fruitful.
has been fruitful.
No, but
I would say
have met a few.
quality is like, oh man, it has given a lot of entertainment. I will say that.
Within the chat.
It has given us
Listen,
a lot
the
of
chat's
entertainment.
big when it comes to the Facebook app. But I will say, like my last one, yeah.
So far.
I do want to bring something up in the conversation of dating that we started doing.
It was soon.
It was
after we got into the apps. Yeah.
Yeah, is the T app.
Woo.
If you guys know about the T app,
I'm like,
drop it down. If you are on the T app, getting the T.
Well, it's the T app, and also, are we dating the same guy?
yes.
On Facebook.
Facebook, okay,
That was a good
are we
one.
dating
So
the same
let's
guy
let's
page?
talk about this because there's a lot of
there's a lot of controversy on it.
yeah, because men think, oh, they're bashing the men. No.
At the root of it, I think it's an amazing
Yes, the intent of it.
concept, and I think it was truly created for the good of humanity.
For the good of women. For the good of women.
Women,
Humanity.
listen, there's a lot of cycles
Because,
out there.
well,
There's a
not only
lot of, you know.
like there is a lot of, you know, like my grandmother would say, like picaflor, que, you know, like they go from flower to flower, and you know,
Abuela isms. I love it.
I know you'll hear plenty of them. I mean, or as like me and my friend like to call them, community dick.
A CD. They're a CD.
You know, there's no non-vulgar way to say
No.
that. But there are a few, and then you know, I think it's more of like, I don't think it's a man bashing thing. It's kind of
No.
like, okay, I'm dating this guy.
I think I see it as a safety thing too. Like
because
there's
how
plenty
many
of
times have we seen? It's like, oh, I'm dating him too.
Exactly.
And you're like, wait, what?
Not only that,
we're exclusive.
There's
It's
been
like, well, are
there's
you
been
though?
plenty of times that I've seen messages like, "Do not date this guy.
Yes.
He hits women. He does."
Yes, we've seen
I
it.
know.
We've seen
There's
the
been
police reports.
Police reports. There's been mugshots, and it's like it's a safety thing too. I see it in that way
Right.
because
Now,
you know,
I will say, sometimes you read the comments and you can see where the trolls
They're
are.
trolls,
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's some things that
absolutely.
you just know
But
are
I
absolutely
think
trolls.
overall, I like the intent of that app because to your point, there's a lot of women that will go in there and be like, oh, we dated. He has a girlfriend, his girlfriend's pregnant, or he's just whatever. And so it does.
it just informs women what they're about to
Exactly.
get
Like
into.
in its purest form, I think it was created
Yes.
with a good purpose.
Yeah.
Guys
absolutely.
think it as, oh, they're just going on there and bashing. And what I tell, I go, don't start none, won't be none. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how I see it. Like, if you don't have any dirt, nobody's going to talk shit
And the
about
way
you.
I see it is, you know, you can, like, going back to way back in the day when we were in our 20s, right? The T app wasn't around and Facebook wasn't around. And it's like, if you were dating, you had to find out the hard way of, oye, I just saw your guy con fulanita and da-da-da, versus I can just do this, go into the, are we dating the same guy, put him in the T app, and at least you go in knowing, okay, does this guy have a track record or he doesn't?
yeah.
So me, I'll be honest with you, with the T app, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. I tend to consider the T app when I start to get like a vibe about a red flag.
Yes.
I won't put them in the T app right away.
No,
I'm gonna give you a minute to give me that vibe where I'm like, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 right now.
exactly. I haven't put firefighter in there because I have no reason
haven't
to.
put Mr.
He has
in
not
there.
given me, the spidey senses has not gone off. So it's kind of
haven't.
like,
And I told her the other day, I was like, you know what? I'm not going
I'm
to.
not going to.
He hasn't given me a reason to check.
That's good.
Now, there's a moment in the past where it's been like, let's throw it in there. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if there was anything in there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my vibe is wrong. Maybe I'm complete, but it hasn't been yet.
yep. So,
Hasn't been
that's
yet.
good.
you know, I mean, it's like, again, for me, it's, you find everything, right? Like I said, the Simbas and the Cubs have come out. Like a lot of married men,
Ooh.
ladies, a lot of married men are dating. And some of them are outright.
And some of them
About
are like,
it?
it's complicated. Bitch,
No, it's not complicated.
It's not complicated. You know exactly what you're getting into.
You're married. You have kids. You're home.
that's baby
Stop.
mama right there.
Yeah.
It's complicated.
It's
The
baby
moment
mama.
the moment they say it's complicated,
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not. Right? You know what? Exit stage left.
I know
I'm okay.
exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
And let's also talk about how unfair it is that men can go dating all these people, but the moment
And
you
the
start,
stigma. The
you
stigma.
start, you
The
start
stigma.
like you being a woman. You're like, oh, I'm dating 4 different guys. You are a, you know what?
exactly.
How is that even fair? How is that even fair?
Right.
not
Exactly.
fair.
It's not.
It's not
Well,
fair.
because I think the problem is, and this is, I
Or
could be
how
wrong.
dare you go out? Or how dare you go on dates? You have children. You should
So
be home watching your
I
children.
think the problem is that dating equals sex.
Sex. And it doesn't.
And it's not. I can go out on a date like a human being and have a drink and have dinner and everybody go home to where they need to go. Like everybody go to their own home.
Right.
So it's like, why is it that if I go out on a date, it automatically
Equals that.
sex? Like why?
doesn't.
Like why can't I just go out on a dinner date? Why can't it just be me? I will meet you there.
Oh, I do not allow anyone to pick me up.
I will meet you there.
I will
If
meet
you
you
come
there.
to my house,
That's a privilege.
I'm not gonna say you're special, but you're
No, it's a privilege.
You're at a top. You're at a higher tier.
Because you know where I live. Like,
Like,
to
and
me,
I
that's a
don't mean,
privilege.
not that you're not special. I'm just saying, like, it's
To me, that's the next step.
we're working towards,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
to
Yeah.
something.
Because I'm also of, you know, if something were to happen on that date, I am not reliant on anyone and I don't have to wait for an Uber. It's like, no, this isn't feeling right, I can jump in my car and I can leave.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's more of a safety thing. And I've always been like that. Always. Even in my 20s, I prefer to drive because that way I am in
You have
control
Yeah.
of when I leave. I don't have to be dependent on someone.
Can we
Yeah.
take
And
a
so,
moment to say, like, we all have each other's location.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And how many times we call each other out? It's like, where you at?
exactly.
It's funny because I think
What are you doing
I
over
checked
there?
your
What are you doing in
location
the hammocks
on my
area when
way
she was
here.
at the
I was
birthday
like,
party?
Is Ish almost there? Okay, let me see if she's.
Let me
on.
see.
Let me see where she's at. Am
Or
I gonna
when they
get there
say,
before
I'm
her?
on my way.
No, you're not. You're home.
I'm so guilty of that.
Yes.
Like, I'm on my way. They call me FaceTime. I'm like doing my hair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It
Or
is,
what,
yeah.
what was it? Where it was I was at my nephew's birthday party,
and I was like,
and all
we're
of a sudden
going
in
to
the
the
group
pumpkin
chat,
patch.
she's like, why are you at the hammocks? And this one's like, stalker.
It's like, why are you? And you guys are so close to one
and I'm
another
like,
too.
because we're meeting at the pumpkin patch.
And the great
in
thing
20
is
minutes.
that I'm the one that lives furthest from both of them. They live like 2 minutes from each other. So when I see it that they're like close to my area, I'm like, oh, my friends are close by. I'm like, oh, they should come over.
Which is funny because my boys used to have my location. And at one point I was like, okay, so if they have my location,
What are they gonna do?
They can't help me. They can't, like, what are they gonna do? Like, call 911? So and it's not that I took it out because I didn't want them to know where I was. I just felt like
They don't need to know.
they don't need to. And it's not even that they don't need to know. It's like, they can't help me.
I will say I
Yeah.
am very transparent in that when I go on a date, I turn off my location. However, the dude, you guys will know about the dude. You'll hear me talk about the dude all the time. The dude, I'll be like, take a screenshot of my location and the dude knows where I'm at. And that way, you know, if anything were to happen, they
Somebody
know where
knows.
to find me, right? But to your point, my kids don't need to know where I'm going. If I'm going on a date, they don't need to know. If I'm going to the bar,
Which is hilarious. Which
The
is
bar.
funny because
The
I tell
bar.
people the bar and they're like, what bar? And I'm like, the
The bar.
It's
The
The only bar.
Last night I was with the kids in the Gables and I was like, I told the boys, I'm like, look, when I say I'm at the bar, this is, and they looked at me like, oh, it's actually called the bar.
bar.
And I'm like, yes, it's the bar. Like, it's the bar.
I've been to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 times?
a few times.
I was gonna
We
say.
love
One
the
with
bar.
you. One with you.
Yeah.
One with you.
We
Hey,
love
look
the
at
bar.
that.
The bar is great. We
See
love
the
the bar.
pattern?
the
The
bar.
pattern?
Yeah.
You know, but it is interesting because again, my kids are older. So when I date, it's, you know, you can hide it from the littles. You can't hide it when they're older.
Oh, but I
So
hide it from
my
the
kid-
littles
well, wait
when
a
they're
minute.
with daddy and they have their iPad.
My kids will call me
yes.
out. My kids will be like, what were you doing at Regatta?
Ah!
And I was like, what? My number 2, he's like, yeah, I checked your location. You were near the water. And it said that you were near Regatta. I'm like, I was on a date.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was there. I was on a date. And they're like, oh, okay. Did you have fun? Because they're at their dad's house. And I guess for whatever the reason, the pastime is, let's check up on mom. Let's see what she's doing. And they'll call me out.
Now, do your parents know that you date?
They do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't like. I think my parents just assume that I like. I think they're getting used to the idea of me dating because there's times where they're like, "Oh, you don't have the kids," and they're like, "Oh, why don't you come and have dinner with you?" And I'm like, "No,
I got plans.
I have plans. Like, I don't have the boys this weekend. I'm not
Going
home."
out.
Yeah.
And so, it's like, and I think that was the adjustment because obviously when I was married, it was like, "Oh, let's do dinner. Okay, we'll do brunch," and everybody went
And
to do
everyone
brunch.
goes, yeah.
And now it's like, no, it's my weekend without the kids.
Mhm.
So. I might not have plans, but I want to stay home. I
Yep.
don't want to go out. I want and so it's funny because my parents will be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Nah, not much." And I think they've picked up on the no, not much. It's just like, okay, she's not gonna tell us.
Yeah. I mean, I think in the year and a half, I've probably told my mother about one person that I've dated. And I think it goes back to your comment about, oh, if you're dating someone, that's the person you're gonna be dating, right? Because that's the old school mentality.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
dating them,
Right?
You're
And
you're,
so-
gonna, you're going steady.
right.
You see,
So
that's why my mom is different. My mom, I can tell my mom that I'm dating like 4 different people and she won't judge. So, what did this one do? Oh, this one. Like,
And it's not
she's
so much about judgment. I think my mom's, again, it's that old school mentality of conoce a alguien, that's the person you get to know, and then it grows, whatever. And so when a few weeks later, because you know, the downfall, I was like, oh no, he's gone. She was like, why? I'm like, because he didn't deserve me. I'm like, it is a privilege to be with me. And if you are not, like what you were saying before, if I'm putting in this energy and it's not being reciprocated, why am I going to wait around?
Yeah.
Because again, if this is how you are showing up within the first couple of weeks, oh no, Papa, I am not going to see how you behave in 2 years. You, in the words of Maya Angelou, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if this is how you're behaving within the first couple of weeks and month, no, why? I'm going to stress myself out.
Oguto.
¿Pa qué?
You guys say it to me all the time. You can't come into my life if you're going to disturb my peace.
Don't
Listen,
disturb my peace.
My peace
Don't.
is very, and that's why I'm like, look, my house is very peaceful.
Yes.
Do I have everything? No, but you know what? At the end of the night, yo me acuesto en mi cama y nadie me jode.
Exactly.
And it's funny because I had a conversation with months ago with Colombia. And he asked me, and what are you looking for in a relationship? And my response to him was, I just want somebody who's not going to bother me. And they were like, what? That's it. And I'm like, no, but that encompasses a lot.
Yes.
Like, don't bring your drama into my life. I have my own baggage. I have my own stuff. So if you're bringing your added stress into my life, you're bothering my peace.
Yeah.
I just want somebody, look, we're going to have great, compartir, but I'm like, at the end of the day,
Junto pero no revuelto, por
but I
favor.
don't mind. The thing is, I don't mind blending. I just don't want, like, I have enough of my stuff.
Right.
If you're not bringing any, like, if all you're bringing is like problems, I'm giving you solutions, and you're giving me problems.
Nope.
Nope.
It's a wrap.
Sorry about it.
Move
It's a wrap.
along.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. I mean, dating has definitely been interesting. Definitely has been interesting. So, I'm excited for you. I know right now you're not looking for long term.
She's just like on the cusp of it, though. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like she hasn't.
I'm kind of figuring out who, and I think I said this in the first episode, I'm figuring out who I am.
Yep.
So I feel like it wouldn't be fair to the person that I'm dating while I'm figuring out this new version of myself.
You know what? That's good. Yeah.
But at the same time, like, a girl still needs to have fun.
What? Girls gotta eat.
Girls gotta eat. I gotta do what I gotta do. So dating apps do come in handy when I want to. But like right now, I'm like, and I'm a little sad because I'm like, I'm not gonna have anyone for the holidays, but it's okay because I have my kids.
Yeah.
And they
absolutely.
are a handful.
I'm okay.
You know how
with
much money
not
you're gonna
having
save not
somebody
having
for-
any money?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm okay with not having
Well, I don't
somebody
know
for the
because
holidays.
they're
though.
young. Dad, I still, but I
That's
might just
true.
bake the cookies. I might take your
Telling you
advice
that.
on
Yeah. So, but anyway, so the apps are they're interesting and they've
We
been a
got
journey.
Stir,
We got
Bumble,
Stir, Bumble, Hinge, and
Is Plenty of Fish still around?
I have
I don't know. I
idea.
hadn't used that one.
There's Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle. I have a friend who says all the time that he's gonna put me on Christian Mingle just to mess with me, and I was like, please don't.
Oh my god.
Like, please don't.
I actually went on the Christian app for a hot second, and someone that I met on Stir was on it, and they were like, "I didn't know you were Christian." I'm like,
Did you Photoshop little cuernitos, like little?
I'm not one. I just made one on TV. Like, what's going on?
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
But-
it was quite interesting, but. Let's just say that dating is
It's an
quite
adventure.
interesting. It's
It's an
quite
adventure.
interesting in this day and age. And thank God for the T app. We'll know who the
Yeah.
women beaters are and and the frauds. I mean,
we all have friends.
I think God's trying to tell me something
Yeah,
that I
we're
should
just-
not be dating.
I mean, we also have friends who do. Who
That's
Oh,
another.
yeah.
We can dive into that in a whole other episode of
who
like
do that research for
that we
us.
do because I have told men I will do background checks.
Oh.
I have no shame.
And the T app does have that.
So I
That's
will
how
do
I was
background
able to
checks
find
because again,
mugshots.
No, we go a little bit more intense.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, that's a little
You know,
deeper
we do a
into.
little
But
bit.
again, it's for me. It's all about protecting myself, and so,
Yeah.
it's now. I will say, and I will disclose it because he knows about it, and I told him. I did pull a background check on Bombi because again, he's in New Jersey. It's like I have no eyes on this person, and the person that pulled the background check on him was like, "This is the most boring fucking report I've ever read."
Oh my God.
Like this person has
You're
zero.
like, great, thank you.
They have like zero anything on
No
there.
tickets,
And I was
no
like,
criminal
that's a good
records.
thing. And so I didn't tell Bombi right away that I did that. I told him like months later. He found it entertaining. He was like, so what was on it? I'm like, nothing.
Nothing. You're
I'm like,
boring.
the guy was so bored
You're
reporting
boring.
it back to me.
I haven't done it
But-
always, but I have occasionally.
Probably the ones that you like start growing feelings
No,
for.
no, it's usually the
The
ones
red-
that have
the
like the
little
red
Spidey
like,
senses.
The ones that when my spidey, I'm like, oh, I gotta check up and see what's going on. I can tell you, currently, I have not done tea. I have not
haven't
done.
done it.
No,
I
that's what I'm
haven't done
saying. We
background
haven't
check.
thrown the T app.
No, with the person that I'm currently, I haven't done any of that.
Nope, me neither. But-
Nothing. There hasn't been any red flags.
So let's
That's
hope.
good.
Let's hope.
I know, but it kind of like,
Scares you a little bit?
yeah. I actually asked him the other day. I'm like, so what's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Why?
I'm like-
What did you
And
reflect?
then they asked me the same thing. Okay, so what's wrong with you? And I'm like, well, nothing's wrong with me.
But I'm perfect.
I am not the
I
problem.
was like, exactly. Like, I'm like, what do you mean what's wrong with me? And they're like, well, you're in the same situation as me. So what's your
Yep.
red flag? I was like, I have none.
Oh my gosh. But so definitely an adventure. And hopefully some of these can last more than a month or so. But
well, I wish you two
Some
ladies
of us
good
may
luck.
make it out of the 90
Thank you.
days.
We
I
will,
wish you-
we'll keep you
I wish
posted
you
on
good
the
luck.
group chat is always
As you
alive.
can see, I didn't do any talking because
But you're just learning. You're listening and learning.
She's like,
I'm just.
You're just in the tennis match. But so next time we are going to be diving into co-parenting.
Oh, yes. And this is
So-
something that I am currently learning as I am going through the beginning process of the parental agreements.
Yeah. And it's long distance
And-
for you. So
And it's long distance. And it's definitely going to be quite interesting. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can come to an agreement that is going to be beneficial for the children.
And that's all that matters.
Yep.
Putting egos
Absolutely.
aside. So definitely join us next time as we dive into the co-parenting topic. Until then, thanks for joining Las Primas. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you've been through something similar, hit our DMs. We love hearing your stories.
if there's a topic you want us to dive into, don't be shy. We promise to keep it 100% real and unfiltered.
Follow, subscribe, and share with your favorite primas.
Pero not really.